This exercise is a 4-direction wrist isometric. The first direction that we'll move in is into supination. This motion is supination. The start position will be with the thumb side of the wrist up toward the ceiling and the elbow relaxed at 90 degrees of flexion. From here, you're going to take the other hand and hold the affected hand. You will then attempt to move into supination, pushing into the supporting arm and holding this muscle contraction for as long as you've been told by your physical therapist. The next motion that we will be performing an isometric with is pronation. This is pronation. The start position will be again with the thumb side of the wrist up toward the ceiling and the elbow relaxed at 90 degrees. From here, you will use the other hand to hold the affected hand in place while you attempt to move into pronation. You won't see any movement happening, but you will feel the muscles working. Again, you will hold this position for as long as you've been told by your physical therapist. The next motion is wrist flexion. So for this exercise, you will turn your palm face down toward the ground, and again, elbow will be relaxed at 90 degrees. This is what wrist flexion looks like. Okay? But we're going to return to the start position, which is a neutral wrist, and then we're going to take the other hand and place it underneath the affected hand. You will attempt to move your wrist into wrist flexion, but you won't let your wrist move because of your supporting hand. As you feel these muscles work, remember that all of the motion should be generated by the forearm muscles, but again, you're not going to see any motion happening. The last of the 4 directions will be wrist extension. This is what wrist extension looks like, but we're not going to let that motion happen. Again, this is the start position with the palm up toward the ceiling. You will take the other hand and place it underneath the back side of the affected hand. You will then push your affected hand down toward the ground, not letting it move. You will feel the muscles working on the back side of the forearm, and again, you will see no motion. You will hold this position for as long as you've been told by your physical therapist.